Hey you, and welcome back to Deal Therapy. Today I have a Dollar Tree haul for you. This will be the second to last haul. Episode 11 will also be a haul, and then as you know, the channel will conclude with episode 12. So with this one, I'm not going to edit just because I don't feel like it. So let's go ahead and jump right in. The very first thing I have to show you is this lovely little apple. I first saw this on In the Cart. Miss Trish shared this with us, and I just think it is absolutely darling. It just says decor. I don't know what material is made out of, but it does have this overlay of like a faux wood. I love all things natural material, and so this is just fantastic for me. Obviously the apple is iconic for autumn, and I just love it. I have a white ceramic apple from Dollar Tree that I often decorate with around this time, and this just takes it up a notch because I actually have wood in like the living room and stuff. So anyway, you do have to watch out for where the little stem was connected. Some of them are showing the excess or the spillage of glue, how it's attached, and I do have to clean this one up just with like little, you know, bumps and bruises and whatnot. But love, love, love. There's also a trinket box, an apple trinket box, and a marble, a faux effect one as well. Love it. But this is the one I chose. Then we got this decor piece that is sort of like a faux bamboo overlay with this little natural looking button or enclosure. I absolutely love it. I actually picked this up for my tea lights. I picked up, by the way, something that's going back. I picked up some tea lights, and they were what I thought was a brand. I gotta see what that is and show you. But the ones that I usually get from Dollar Tree are a little bit more shallow, but they burn like a dream. These, I'm thinking that they're a brand name, and they hardly burn. They leave all this excess wax at the bottom, and I picked up 4. I showed them on the channel actually, now I'm thinking about it. I picked up 4 packs, but the other 2 are going back. I struggled through one thinking it was just a fluke, and I'm halfway through this other pack and they're no better. So anyway, I got this for tea lights. Because what I usually keep my tea lights in are being occupied by other candles. So yeah, I think this is just so chic looking. They also have other sizes and shapes. They have a more square one, but I opted for this one with the dark wood to match my bookshelves in the living room. So cute. I think this is going to be kind of a random pull. It's kind of organized, but not really. But I got these Crafter Square clear stamps. I am really into stamping now. As you all know, I've been into notebooks and journaling since I can remember. I actually have a picture of myself when I was little on a shopping trip with a parent, and all I got from the store were writing utensils, color pencils, markers, pencils, and notebooks. Like, I've been obsessed with notebooks forever. I've kept not only a journal, but like a commonplace notebook since I knew that that was the word for it. So anyway, I'm finding that stamps are a great accompaniment to that, not just for bujo, bullet journaling, but for cards, for everything. And because Dollar Tree has given us the ink pads, I'm all for it. So I got these that are kind of like travel and love themed, and that's everything to me. So yeah, I love these guys. And then they have the stamp blocks as well. So they pretty much have set you up for your best stamp in life. And so I picked that up for that reason. Oh wait, I wanted to show you my favorite thing is this ticket. And probably the Travel World Tour one. Love it. Then let's try to have some sort of something. Got these writing utensils, the highlighters. Now I usually have these big like doofy, let me show you, these Sharpie highlighters in all the colors, and I love these in a sense, especially when doing textbook highlighting. But these for journaling are absolutely much better. And for your planner, I don't know if any of you follow me on Instagram, but my planner of choice every single year since I want to say the early 2000s has been gallery leather, and it's a smaller space for each day. Let me see if I can show you actually. I'll show you a blank page. So this is my 2024 planner, and it does have a note section in the back, but as you can see, the actual days are very thin. I don't prefer the time, but in every other option, this is my favorite layout, so I just deal with this. I don't really stick to the time, but yeah, I can't show you an actual example because then that would expose too much. But my point is, these highlighters are much more conducive to being able to highlight things within my planner as opposed to the big thick ones. So anyway, I got these because I love the colors and they're thinner. They're by Jot, you get 4, and then these Ticonderoga pastel pencils. I've said before and I'll say again, it literally says on here the world's best pencil, and they're not kidding. Like, I love Ticonderoga pencils, and now that I know that they're also Dixon is the same pencil, which here's one right here. This is called the Executive Green pencil, and they're by the same company. And I was like, oh, I can't choose between Dixon and Ticonderoga. Well, I don't have to because they're literally by the company called Dixon Ticonderoga. So, I mean, I can't. I absolutely love these. This is my go-to pencil. Matches my planner. As you can see, I usually choose another color for my planner each year, but this one was like perfect and matched with these, and I got these from Dollar Tree as well. So if you see these, I've seen them a couple of times since I've gotten them, but they're called the Executive Green pencil. It has a white eraser. I use only this pencil. I'm not a big fan of mechanical pencils when it comes to, it just has a better sound. It has, like, I can sharpen it and it never gives me an issue with sharpening. I love these pencils. I know I'm spending a lot of time on this, but I really do. So I had to share that with you. But anyway, they also have primary colors in a 3-pack. I'm not sure that this is the best deal for your book, but because they're a different color palette, I felt like, first I passed them up, then I was like, who am I kidding? I love these pencils and I have to have them. So I got them in pastel. So I feel like these goes together, and that's that. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is actually a part of the haul. These are the wallpaper swatch things, the wallpaper sheets from Dollar Tree. And I put it down here to go to do the haul, and I was like, oh, I actually want this as my background. So I love this color palette. I am loving black and brown together lately. And then this like peachy color is everything I need with the gold outline. Oh, I just think this is so stunning. And I want to live in this color palette all the time, and most of my living room is sort of this color palette, but it's not emphasized with black, but you know how I feel about black. So that's that on that item. Then what else do we have? This beaded lanyard. Now, lanyards you can do a ton of things with. If you badge into work, you can use that for that. School IDs, all kinds of things. You can also probably use these as prayer beads. I have prayer beads in the living room that they're usually 108 beads. So you use them as mantras. And then I actually got these to hang the lapel microphone off of. Sometimes I don't have, I'm not wearing clothing that is conducive to that, or it rubs against it. So I feel like I can hang this off of an overhead arm for the camera, and it'll be better. I really just got this with microphone. I don't know how else to explain. There's not much more to that, but this is sort of the more plain options. I think they have 2 other options, and I got this for that reason. But people also just style tier trays, bookshelves, that sort of thing with beaded garland. So I don't really know the difference between a garland and a lanyard, other than lanyard is something that you probably use in a utilitarian way. So, but anyway, I got this for a microphone. Then I'm getting into book annotation, and just generally I'm always studying something, so I feel like these come in great handy. They did have other colors, but I opted for just the orange and pink. You can actually cut these down too and like use them for different things, but they're transparent sticky notes. You get 100 pieces, and I did haul before the just plain white ones, but these are fun to have like 2 different color options. I probably should have gotten all of them. I don't know why I didn't, but yeah, I just got these 2 colors because I think I was in a summer fun mood, and these are my 2 favorite like neon colors. But anyway, transparent sticky notes for study and novel annotation, which I feel like I've always annotated novels, but with flags. And sometimes I don't prefer flags because I want to say more about the passage or the line that I want to highlight. And having that full square sticky note will help me do that, because you can't do it with a flag necessarily. So book annotation is not a new hobby for me or practice. Then I got these 8 extra grip gimme infinity bands. Curly girls, thick head girls, natural girls, all kinds of girls. You probably need this. It's better than the Ouchless because it has these like silicone grips. Sometimes the Ouchless is still ouch. It's still got a little ouch to it. And I think these will like successfully be Ouchless. It says no snag right here. So got these for that. Also, if you're interested in seeing all of, well, not all of, but a lot of the new accessories that I've been hauling, head over to TikTok and I've organized them. Organization, by the way, because somebody made a comment, so I have to reply here, is about containing like items by type, right? So whatever that means for you, that's organization, like by definition. So if you don't feel like that video is organization, that's fine, but that's how I want to organize my hair accessories. And I don't mind a little rummage, you know, a little fingering through, is so long as it's in a container and it's accessible. Accessibility is a big thing for organization for me as well. So anyway, just thought I'd mention that. Y'all. Then I've hauled the yellow one of these First Line sleek do-rags. This one is in blue. So we had Oshun and now we've got Emiya. If you know, you know. And yeah, just had to have the blue one. Okay, that's it with that first basket. Then I got this Powerhouse Foaming Dish Spray. It smells great. It smells lemon scent. My issue is this, and that's probably, I've been ruminating on this fact. The reason that I don't do a lot of reviews is because in real time, I don't often use the products. I'm a person, and this is a habit that's kind of annoying to me, but I'm a person that sort of like hoards products first, and then I have to follow FIFO. If you're into like inventory planning or logistics, you know that's first in, first out. I have to use what I hauled first, and that's kind of annoying. And if I go way back from 2 seasons ago and start to review something and it's not in the store, you're probably gonna be like, what the heck? You know what I mean? So that's my issue. I have a lot of the Palmolive and the Brillo dish spray left, and I actually don't prefer dish spray. Not that I don't prefer it, I just don't reach for it as often because I like to do the, you know, scrubby dub. But and you can do that with this. I don't know. I need to start using more dish spray just so I can like use it down, because I don't want it to lose its efficacy after a while. But I haven't used this yet, so if you have, let us know how you like it below. But you get 12 ounces here. It's a lemon scent, and Powerhouse seems to be a brand that is showing up a lot at Dollar Tree. They have a lot of other cleaning products. They had the jewelry cleaner that I've shown on Instagram, and apparently they are also sold at Dollar General. But I think we're getting a variety of products. So what you don't see at Dollar General, you may find at Dollar Tree. So just something to note, but it is a grease and grime solution, okay? Then, actually, let me go here first. We've got this Wizard scented oil. It is an Ocean Blossom. You don't find a lot of just regular clean scents as opposed to like a floral or a gourmand or even a more oud. You don't really just find clean. So I was really happy to find Ocean Blossom. Got the $1.25 sticker on it. It lasts up to 30 days. I would say plan for 2 weeks if you've got your device, your Airwick holder turned all the way up. Like I usually put mine, bet on 2 weeks, a week and a half, you know what I mean? But for $1.25, I think it's still a fantastic deal. You get 0.71 ounces, and I haven't smelled this, but I'm hoping that it just smells clean and not like all of the other things I mentioned. So got these, and I always pick these up from Dollar Tree because I really feel like it's a great deal from them. Then I got, which Sugar Soap Works followed me on Instagram, and I was like, cute. Focus and Clarify plant-derived scented soap for $1.25. You usually find these at Dollar Tree. I typically always pick them up. This one is peppermint, cypress, and cinnamon, and it is for ultimate skin hydration. It smells really fresh and clean. The peppermint comes through the most. I'm not getting as much cinnamon. Cypress is like a plant-based scent, so it's probably between the peppermint and the cypress the most that I'm getting, but these are allergen tested and gluten-free and vegan. It's funny that it says allergen tested. It's like, it doesn't give you an end result, but we tested for the allergens. And the net weight is 5 ounces. These are made in the USA, and from my experience in using Sugar Soap Works, I have had no issues as far as, you know, an allergic reaction goes, and I typically am very sensitive when it comes to soap. Speaking of which, I did pick up 1 out of the 3 new scents that we got from Personal Care, which are the Native Doopy Dupes. This one is Sea Salt and Cedar. The one that I have used, and I've been meaning to put a review on Instagram because this is one that I did test out without following FIFO. Typically for the body wash, I'll do like a 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, just so I can like have a variety of experience across the brands. But this one, I did the coconut and vanilla one. It made my, now, okay, let me just give you some background real quick. I use body wash for my limbs and my torso. I don't hit the hot spots with body wash, right? And I do use a shower poof still. I will be transitioning once I finish up my shower poofs to an African net sponge, but I don't typically have any issues from the Dollar Tree body wash. Now the coconut and vanilla made my torso peel, okay? I don't know. When I stopped using it and I went back to the, what is it called? The hemp's dupe, it went away. So it was a topical sort of like abrasion, but it was like flaky skin on my torso, like right around the belly button area. Now it didn't do anything for my limbs necessarily. I think I did feel like a couple itchy spots. But if you're sensitive, I'm wondering how you fared with this. Now, I know a lot of people have an issue with the Yuka app. It's actually not, the rating is actually what's the opinion, but the actual scientific ingredients and why it's hazardous and that sort of thing, like why it's green, yellow, and red is not an opinion. It's factual, right? But then once they give the rating, like that's the opinion. So it's like 35 out of 100. That's because that's based off of the scientific ingredients. Here's why this rates this way. So it's yes and no with that. But if you have tried this and you are typically sensitive, what did you think? Now, I came to this conclusion before, after I picked up 2 of these guys, and I also have more coconut vanilla, and I did pick up peach rings. These are the only 3 scents that I've picked up, and I'm wondering if the scent would vary with, you know, how it reacts to my skin. But I was almost halfway through the bottle. Well, not even halfway. I was almost over with the bottle before that reaction occurred. And I can tell you that I'm really good at like tracking what I introduce to diet or beauty products, and that will be the only difference. That's the only thing that would make my belly skin peel. So I don't know. And it was just like itchy. It wasn't like red, it wasn't inflamed or anything like that, but it was itchy and peeling. So I actually had to block somebody on Instagram because she was like, y'all skin is gonna fall off. Now, I'm all for voicing your opinion, your concerns, asking questions, but when it comes to what I would consider, in my opinion, a curse, you've really got to be careful what you say. If you want to be in my life and in my sort of orbit of energy, y'all skin is gonna fall off is a declarative curse. And she was basically talking to like, this is a suspect product, you gotta watch it. But then that's actually what ended up happening. So no ma'am, you can't be here and you got to be blocked. So if ever you decide to comment on anything that I post on the internet, please make sure you know, you word it in a way that it's not a declarative curse. So now she said that before I had after I had that experience, but I didn't want that to reach anybody else that was reading it. I was like, no, we can't have this. So this is where I would probably like edit out all this rant, but I'm not gonna. Moving on. Okay, with another doopy dupe, the Power Stick Soft Floral. I believe this is another like Sol de Janeiro dupe. I'm not sure exactly which one because I've only had experience with that original one, the Brazilian Power Stick that they first came out with, but I did pick up 2 of these. I actually love the way they smell, and yeah, this just smells like clean, fresh, nice lady, you know what I mean? It says notes of fresh flowers, and it's cruelty-free, dye-free, paraben-free, sulfate-free, and vegan. And I just got 2 of these. I did end up picking another one when they restocked the Brazilian one, just because I gave a bunch of them away and wanted to sort of have a backup. I find that they last enough, but a lot of people are reporting that they don't last very long. But I feel like if you layer it with other things, I think it's still worth the $1.25 for 3.5 ounces. Okay. And speaking of floral, at first I took a picture of these and realized when I posted it on Instagram, I didn't pick it up and I intended to. So these small, cute little floral claw clips, you get 2 pieces by Sophie, are so stinking cute. I love just like the design, the simplicity of it, the size of it, everything. And they also have a variety of different 2-pack colors, but I picked these up. Then I got this Flesh. Interestingly enough, I realized that I had these in other colors. They were way outside of my shade, but I used them for contour. So we have had this brand come through Dollar Tree before. This is before I even had a channel, but this is Firm Flesh Thick Stick Foundation. Say that 5 times fast. Firm Flesh Thick Stick Foundation. 0.16 ounces, and this is in the color Creme Fraiche. That was a 5. So I'm thinking, you know, out of like 7 or whatever, I thought that's what it went up to, that this would be fine, but no ma'am. This is for a very fair person, and it looks like this, and you just twist it up. But this is actually a good product. This is by Revlon, by the way. I don't know why there's not Revlon on here. You gotta look at the back. Oops, see here. 2018 Revlon. And I don't know if they've discontinued this or what, but this is out of the Barcelona, Spain sector. And this is a thick stick, is a foundation, concealer, or in a darker shade, a contour, but it doesn't firm your skin. That's magical thinking. Interesting. Scribble it on directly and blend with fingers, sponge, or brush. So like I said, I do have experience with the formula and I do like it. You just have to sort of do trial and error with the shade, so I'm going to be giving it to a fairer sister, but yeah. Then I got this nail art chrome powder. Now I use these to mix with clear stamps and to embellish various DIY creative projects, but I also am happy to try this with my actual nails. I just feel like this was giving me the Wiz Emerald City green and had to have it. All of the ones that I hauled from LA Colors are absolutely brilliant. Funnily enough, I've not used them on my nails yet, but I've used them in creative projects and they work really well. Super highly pigmented. So this one is by Ione, and this is the Nail Art Chrome Powder, and it's in the color, or green chrome, but it's a mirrored chrome. So you paint and UV set your nails, you rub, you clean, you coat again, and then you're done. So it seems to be like pretty easy, and you put it on with this little sponge. So happy to try this on my actual nails and in crafts. And then what else do we have? Is that it for that? Okay. Then let's see. Where do we want to go? Where do we go from here? We've got color outside the lines. I managed to only walk away from the back to school section with 5 new notebooks. If you have been here for a while, you know that that is a great feat. I have a whole ridiculous collection of Dollar Tree notebooks, the smaller ones like the journal size, because I don't prefer the composition notebooks because I don't feel like the paper quality is right, and I am a paper snob. I typically have invested in, and I still have them, moleskin and very vintage looking journals. Maybe I'll share them on Instagram, but I actually like these little ones. And this one is by Jot. It's the Journaling Jot, or Journaling by Jot. You get 60 sheets and it is lined, but it's lined with color and it's so amazing. And then these little like color ink splotches. I think this is great. If you want to start you know, scrapbooking, journaling, whatever kind of journaling, I think this will be great even for a commonplace notebook. But you don't want to be too precious. Sometimes, at least in my experience, I've been too precious about the journal itself, so I don't want to like get out there and try new things. You can either buy separate sheets, but you can also just get you 4 Dollar Tree little journals like this and go crazy. That way you spend $1.25, $1.38, depending on what state you live, with tax, and you can really see what you got going, and then you feel more confident in the more expensive journals. I love a moleskin. Obviously not sponsored, but I love moleskin, and that one is unlined, especially for junk journaling. Now, junk journaling, typically you are literally putting junk in there or things that you've lived through. I don't prefer the style of buying things for a junk journal. I think the fun of it, and this is all way back from the Victorian era, is to use up the stuff that's waste and that you can look back on and say, you know, this was my day at this cafe, at, you know, this theater, at this, you know, retail store, and then build a story around that. I think that's the beauty for me personally as a past junk journaler, which I'll be getting into here more with a different channel. But it is really helpful to just buy these and not be too precious about them. Okay, I am really rambling today. I hope you don't mind. So Out of This World is this other one, and obviously, I mean, come on, this is obvious. I love the font. It's the planetary theme. As you know, that's my thing. And the pages are just divine and dear. Come on, look at this. So there is technically lines, but you have so much space, like you can do a header and a footer as well. And I just think that is so cool and genius. So got that one. And then these next ones, put this over here. Am I gonna be able to post this in one shot? Because we're going on 30 minutes, my God. These next ones are a set. You know, I love a set of anything. This one says Be Strong. This is Thoughts and Goal Getter. And they have these sort of like raised, I don't even know what you would call it, like clear sort of designs on it. So it's a cheater print here, some water droplets, and some triangles. But I think this would be a perfect commonplace journal because you wouldn't have to separate the pages with markers or tabs or anything because they're already separated for you. So you can use this for, okay, say you have 4 subjects, whatever they are, right? And you can do 1 in blue, 1 in green, 1 in yellow, 1 in red. Oh, love this. I absolutely love this. And typically you want your commonplace journal to be more compact because it's one that travels along with you everywhere. And this, this is more of a pastel palette. So you have this pale yellow, a pale pink, a darker pink, and a blue. And then this one is Goal Getter, and it's sort of like brights. So you have green, yellow, orange, and pink. Oh my gosh, I love these so much. I love when Dollar Tree does colored pages and gives you a variety of lined and unlined. And then obviously I love when it's a set of something. Oh, these are one of my favorites. Since they did those plain ones, faux leather looking ones with the unlined just beige pages, these are my favorite. Love, love, love. So those are the 5 I walked away from with all of the variety of cute notebooks. And for that reason, I give myself kudos because I am a notebook slut. Okay. Then we've got The Wit and Wisdom of Downton Abbey by Jessica Fellows. I actually read this when I was at Tires Plus and it was so good. And it felt like my wait that was about an hour and a half. It didn't exist. I just love the design of this notebook. There's a Bridgerton one out there that I'm on the hunt for. Then I got this Madame Clairvoyant's Guide to the Stars, Astrology, Our Icons and Ourselves. This is Claire Comstock Gay, and I did put this in a flap, and I'll just put it here in case you want to pause and read it, on Instagram, but $26.99 originally. And I just think this is going to be such an interesting read, as far as it's almost like case studies for people that we know, i.e. celebrities and that sort of thing. It's so interesting. I know a lot of people out on the internet are not into astrology, but the tone in which they make that known is always so interesting to me because they use like Christianity as a reason to not be into it. The entire Bible is filled with astrology. The entire Bible. The story of Jesus's birth is based off of astrology. So if you're interested in some of those verses that point you to the point that like the moon and the stars and the sun was literally made by God, let me know. I will be glad to share those with you. That puzzle that came out, that astrology puzzle, almost has nothing to do with astrology, sad to say. And I'm talking about beyond sun signs, like, oh, when's your birthday? Oh, I'm a Cancer. No. The themes and like the stuff that they use to represent each sign is like, either I could switch them around or like take it out altogether. Like, it seemed like a very remedial way to express astrology in a puzzle. Although I thought it was a very cool idea, I wasn't even on the hunt for it because I was like, this is so not anything to do really with astrology. But anyway, got this book for that reason. I can't believe I'm talking this damn much. And then A Golden Fury. Is it science or magic? Power or possession? Samantha Coho. I try to read like an eerie story every season. I think this one is perfect for me and my interests. And I did put, again, the inside flap on Instagram if you're interested in reading that. And then this one was originally $18.99. Okay. And then this one, I was most happy to find, by the way, like during back to school, the novels are superior at Dollar Tree. And in my opinion, and I've said this before, it is one of the most valuable things that you can get from Dollar Tree as far as comparable price. And you can build, and I have built, a whole library off of Dollar Tree book finds. Sometimes they have a bit of imperfection or editing mistakes or things like that, but for the most part, they're just novels that have been marked down and sold to Dollar Tree at a wholesale price. I mean, good for us. $1.25 for things that are upwards of 25 to, I've gotten $40 books there before, cookbooks, all kinds of things. So if you do not look at your Dollar Tree book section, I encourage you to do so, like fervently encourage you to do so. Master of Poisons, Andrea Hairston. This is a very interesting book, and again, I put the inside flap on Instagram, but it's $27.99, and it is based off of African folktale and fantasy, right up my alley, and I can't wait to read it. And then sometimes the spines, look at this spine. Look at this spine. I can't. Oh, you don't often find a bright yellow book like this. So even if you get books just to, which I don't recommend it, but if you are just into getting books to style, look at the book section. It is so, I mean, your mind is already a couple pages while you're at that. But anyway, this is just what I'm saying. And the book finds, and you can get these off because sometimes they're not even placed very well, like as you can see. A hair dryer or some essential oils, orange or lemon essential oils will get this right on off, and it won't be sticky anymore, because sometimes you can get it off, as you can see, but now it's sticky and nobody wants to be picking up bits of dirt as they're toting around their new cool novel. So anyway, good deal. Thank you so much for watching this. I know it was a little ranty. Let me know what you think below. I'm sure you will, either in my Instagram DMs or wherever. And I absolutely love you guys. And we've got, what episode is this? What episode is, oh, this is 7. So we've got 4 more episodes, and I hope you stick around for that. Episode 11 will also be a haul, but the rest of them will be something a little bit different. So tune in if you're interested. Subscribe if you like, but again, it's not going to be Dollar Tree long form content going forward. I'll probably will still keep up my Instagram regarding Dollar Tree, or maybe I gotta think about it. Well, I'll let you know more on that in episode 12. But thank you so much for being here, however long you've been here. If you've clicked on and watched 20 seconds of the video, I truly appreciate you. This was a way for me to you know, beef up my internet skills, my editing skills and things like that. And even though this video is no edit, and I truly just appreciate you supporting it any way you have. And I hope you have the best day, you're having the best week, and you had a good July. So tomorrow is August 1st, and we're off to that, you know, God willing. So thank you so much for being here again. Help me out by clicking a thumbs up just for this video. If you don't want to subscribe, I understand that. But thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.